So Universal Studios has decided to release the ticket information for their upcoming nighttime event, Halloween Horror Nights. And let me tell you, I could not be more excited. So in this video, I'm going to go over with you the various tickets that they have, pricing, all of your different options that you have, and how you can best utilize them to get the most out of the event. So let's get started. So let's start with the basics. First, Halloween Horror Nights is a separately ticketed event. You will need to buy a ticket in order to attend this event. It is a nighttime event. Your daytime ticket, your annual pass will not get you access to the event. Don't get me wrong, it does serve a purpose, but we'll talk about that later in the video. Again, you will need to purchase a ticket. Otherwise, you will not be able to attend. Second, this event runs from August 29th to November 2nd. That is generally the time frame of when Halloween Horror Nights, and they run from 6:30 p.m. until 2 a.m. Now, there is a way for you to get early access, but again, we'll talk about that later in the video. Third, and I cannot stress this enough, this event is it's not quite suitable for children under 13. There's a lot of scary stuff, there's dark things, there's blood, guts, gore, everything that you could possibly think of that you could see out there, potentially see out there. Although I will not lie, when I was going through the Insidious house, I saw a couple of 8 and 9-year-olds who had a little more bravery than I did, because let me tell you, I'm shaking in my boots doing that. But nonetheless, it's a nighttime event and it is intended for adults. However, you being a parent, you know your child better than anyone. So if you feel like they can handle it, then go for it. If they're up to it, they can have the best time ever. But just so you know, it's intended to be for adults because it's a nighttime event. Last but not least, and I mean, I've seen some interesting things over the few years that I've been going. They tell you no costumes, no masks, unless otherwise advertised by Universal Studios. So that means no face paint, no Jason mask, no I'm just gonna dress up like Pennywise, no, none of that. You could be mistaken for a scare actor if you do dress up. So to eliminate any and all confusion, they suggest no costumes. Please abide by the rules so that you don't find yourself getting escorted out of the event or either denied access. You're here to have fun and you want to experience things and have a good time. So let's keep with the rules. No costumes, okay? Now that we've gone over the 4 basics, let's get to the meat and potatoes of the video. Okay, so there are 3 ticket options that are available for this event. We'll start with the first, the single night ticket. Alright, single night ticket means just that. It's one ticket, one night, on a date that you choose. Prices for this ticket start at $82.99 but can vary depending upon what day you go. I'll insert a little screenshot here so you can see the prices increase the further along you go in the season, as well as they adjust like for the weekends and things like that. So the base price may be $82.99, but depending upon what day you choose to attend the event, your ticket price could increase. I've seen them go as much as like $120 from what I could see, on the Universal app or when I go to the website buying tickets. It could vary. But again, if you want to attend the event, you'll pay for it, okay? Ticket option number 2, unmasking the horror. All right, so this is one of those, you get an option to take a behind the scenes look inside of all of the various houses, not all, let me rephrase. You get a behind the scenes look in either the 3 house option, where they let you tour 3 different houses, or the 6 house option. Now, special note, let me put this in here. So the disclaimer, full disclaimer. You do not get to choose the houses that you tour. Universal does that. This is a lights on tour. So you'll be going through these houses in the daytime, whether you pick the 3 house tour or the 6 house tour. Universal will choose those particular houses, and it's in the daytime. They'll take you on a tour. Keep in mind though, there's no recording. You are available to take pictures, but only in certain designated spots while you're touring inside of the house. Me personally, I don't, because I don't like spoilers, and I like to be, surprised when I go through the houses. However, I am thinking, or I'm contemplating this year about actually doing maybe the 3 house tour just for the experience, so I can see what it's like. I may do that like after I go, we'll see. Also, base price for the 3 house tour is starting at $84.99, and again, the price could vary depending all upon what day you go. And the 6 house tour starts at $169.99. Price could vary depending all upon what day you go. Okay, so keep that in mind while you're shopping around for what you want to do. In case you were wondering why I'm sitting down here on the floor, I had a little project that I'm doing down here, but I decided let me go on and film this video real quick while it was sitting on my head as I'm trying to debate on what type of ticket I want to purchase. So that's my, disclaimer about why I'm back to the couch and I'm sitting on the floor. All right, now let's talk about the 3rd option of the ticket, which is called Premium Screen Night. Premium Screen Night is pretty much they're going to open the park or have people attend the event the day before it actually opens, which would be August 28th. This ticket comes with a hefty price tag, let me tell you, but it's only good for one night. But there are a ton of options and benefits that are associated with this ticket. First, low wait times and staggered entry. I cannot stress this enough. When the event actually starts, there's a conga line. When the event actually starts on the 29th, there's a conga line. You're waiting. You could be waiting anywhere from 15 minutes to 2 hours to get access into one of these houses. There's a way to avoid that, but we'll talk about that later on in the video. At any rate, there's a long line. The Premium Screen Night ticket allows you to enter into the park with very low wait times to somewhere between, from what I saw last year, 5 minutes to maybe 15-20 minutes, and they stagger you guys in groups so that you're not doing the whole conga line thing, because let me tell you, those lines were really long last year and the previous year when I went. Although I enjoyed it, but the lines were really long. Second, you get unlimited food and non-alcoholic beverage drinks. So HHN likes to put out themed foods for the event, and then they have certain restaurants that they have open. They will allow you to, eat as much as you want, or as much as you can eat of the foods. You can experience all of the various food options that will be available for the event. And then there are also some food options that are, not part of the event, like regular restaurants. I remember last year Richter Burger was a part of it. There was a couple of other ones, mostly like to give you like an overall variety of other things. The base price for this ticket starts at $375. Now, again, if you only have one night to do this event, then this would probably be one of the better options. While a lot of people focus on, going through the houses and just enjoying the houses, one night, to me, in my opinion, one night is really not enough in order to attend the event. You would need more than one night. But I get it, not everybody can swing that. So if you only have one night to attend this event, then this will be an option for you. Experience all the houses, all the shows, and you can do the houses more than once with this ticket. You can run through them as many times as you want without having to worry about getting back in this long, ridiculous line. So that is the third and probably the best option. You get a couple of other things with this too, like the parking situation, discounts on merchandise. You get special like lanyards, special merchandise, and for the event, special souvenirs, things like that. So I'm thinking about purchasing this one this year. Because again, I would still go opening weekend. Yes, I would still pay for an opening weekend ticket, but I like the idea of the low wait times and being able to experience all the various foods, because it's really hard to try to go through because they have so much food, and while it looks good, you want to experience and taste everything. It would be rough. So, premium screen night, that's an option. So as I previously stated, Halloween Horror Nights starts at 6:30 p.m. However, there is a way for you to get access to this event earlier than the 6:30 time frame. You can do that in one of two ways, which brings me to our first ticket add-on. Stay and screen, or screen early. This ticket starts at $55. That is the flat rate price. It does not change. You can go on any date on the website or on the app and find it for that price, regardless of what day you go. What this ticket does is provides you early access as early as 3 p.m. into the park. So that means you can pretty much come into the park at 3 p.m. You do a few rides and stuff like that, but you need to find out or pick your designated stay and screen location, whether that be in the front of the park by New York or the back of the park by World Expo. But you need to be in those two locations no later than 5 p.m. Otherwise, they will escort you straight out the park with everyone else who is leaving the park. And you'll be back up front with everybody who's standing by the gate, and you won't be able to get in until 6:30. So don't waste your $55. Come in at 3, have a little fun, get on a ride or two, maybe get you something to eat, go to the bathroom, and fill up your water. Because once you go in these stay and screen areas, and please, please, please remember, you need to be there by 5 p.m. But once you do all of that, stay in that area because you're going to be there until the house officially opens. You'll see on the websites where some of the houses will open as early as 5:15, 5:30, or 5:45. So they kind of stagger those time frames out to sort of control like the lines. Pick your side, well, again, whether it's going to be New York or World Expo, and be prepared to hang out there. Make sure you bring an umbrella to cover yourself from the sun because it was rough. Second add-on is the Express Pass. Now this Express Pass, price on that may vary. It pretty much starts at what I want to say like you know what, I'll just insert a clip here, but it pretty much starts at that price, and it can increase depending on upon what day you go. It's basically it's just exactly what it is. It's an express pass, which means you can go through this house one time and don't have to go through the standard line with everybody else. So pretty much what I mean is, while that standard line may have a wait time of like 60, 70, or 80 minutes, your express pass will virtually cut that in half. Sometimes, not always. But your express pass allows you to bypass the standard line and cut your wait in half. So if the wait time for a house is 80 or 90 minutes, then you're looking at like 40 or 45 minute wait time. Sometimes maybe, and that's extreme if it's 40 or 45 minutes. But then you're looking at 30 minutes, 20 minutes, where everybody else is still standing in that standard line trying to get to the house. Keep in mind, it is not an unlimited express. Only Hollywood has that. There's Universal Orlando. Universal Hollywood is the one that has the unlimited express pass. So let's not be confused. Orlando has a one-time use express pass that is good for you to go through, cut the express line, and go through the house one time, and then you'll have to come back out. If you want to redo it, you'd have to come back out and get on the regular line with everybody else. Like if that is another, if you only have like that one night in order to do Halloween Horror Nights, the Express Pass will help you greatly. It will come with some sacrifices because I did it last year. I did make it through all 10 of the houses, but I skipped over a lot of things. Like I didn't really get to see the scare zones all that much. I didn't really get to, I didn't see the show because I was so focused on finishing the houses. I didn't really get to enjoy the foods either like I wanted to. So keep that in mind. But Express Pass, if you're just solely focused on the house, the Express Pass will work for you. The final ticket option, and this is like the mega whopper, end all, be all, holy grail add-on, and that is a RIP ticket. The RIP ticket is pretty much you're getting a guided tour through the event. So there's a universal guide who takes like a group of maybe 10 or 11 people. There's a standard line, an express line, and then RIP is no line. They take you straight, around and through your designated entrance. You're cutting everybody else off and you're going through that house first. That also comes with a hefty price tag as well. That tour starts at like $369, $379, somewhere around in there, and the price on that could vary depending upon what day you go. So again, you'll get a guided tour with somebody who will give you you're basically following an itinerary. Their goal is to get you through all 10 of the houses and some of the scare zones. If possible, they may be able to include the show in there, depending upon what your itinerary looks like. You're working on somebody else's schedule. Now, I've never done the RIP tour because I kind of like to go at my own pace and do my own thing. It's not one of those that I'm really, focused on, although I do like the fact that your tour guide also gives you backstories, on the houses. Like last year we had, I can't think, I want to say The Last of Us, but that was not the house. A Quiet Place. We had A Quiet Place that, was at the event, and then they gave you the backstory on it, or even with some of the original houses, they get you the backstory concept, on the house before they let you go in. There is also a part B, because there are two options, which I forgot to say, I'm so sorry, but there are two options with this RIP tour. You have your regular RIP tour where you're just placed in a group with other people, and then you have your private RIP tour. The private RIP tour does not even have the price online. You have to call Universal in order to get that price tag. And I've been told it could run you anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. But again, they take you through all of the houses. If it's a private tour, here's my suggestion. You, your significant other, or you and maybe 9 of your friends get together and you all split the prices on that. With this, you get you get your appetizers and snacks, you get, food with it, you get a small show, and then they take you through, like I said, all of the houses as a group. This ticket, again, this is like I said, it is the mega whopper end all be all when it comes down to this house. When it comes down to this event. And even with the regular RIP tour, they come with some hefty price tags. Regular RIP tours running anywhere from, they say $360, $379. I've seen it as much as $420, $450, depending upon what day you go in the event. So, if you only have one night to do this event, this is also another option for you. But I'm not one of those people who likes to go with somebody on the pace. There are people out there who prefer a more structured environment and stuff, and they're okay with it. It's just not for me. So, with that being said, that goes over all of the ticket options and everything that they have to offer when it comes to the event. I'm basically going to go out and, they do have something now called a multi-pass, but they haven't released those yet. I'll get to that in another video. I will tell you this, if you are going to the event, single night tickets are already available. Get your ticket as soon as possible, because because there have been some occasions where the single night tickets have sold out on certain days. What you don't want to do is get your vacation time approved. You get a flight out here because if you're like me, you're not, you don't live in Orlando, you're coming from somewhere else. Book your hotel only to get there and find out that your ticket for the day that you want is not available. Also, if you wait and buy it at the gate, it costs you more. So get your ticket either through the Universal app or on the website. Save yourself some coins, okay? So that's all in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I was a bit more informative, even though I trip over my words quite a bit. I had a stuttering problem when I was a kid, but never mind. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one, or at least I hope to see you down in the fog, because I will be there. Take care, everybody. Bye.